Hello and welcome to Wildlife Cam. The first few days of the week were sunny and hot, so the warthogs were enjoying some leisure time, and the baby came in for a swim for the first time. Very small snake this, only about a foot long, and they don't get much bigger. Technically they are mildly venomous, but they very rarely bite. It's an extremely placid snake and the venom has no effect on humans. Elephants do not like to share when they drink. Doesn't matter what animal it is, even if it's a bird, they'll try and chase it away. These jackals, I think, were pretty brave. They didn't go too far. The eyes in the background on the far right hand side belong to a giant eagle owl. It has this habit of lingering in the background, watching the waterhole for a while before it moves in, although this one eventually flew off. And it's not a threat to the genet. The genet's a little bit too big and aggressive for the owl. Maybe a baby genet, but not an adult. This is a female boomslang that was being harassed by some birds. Boomslang is just an Afrikaans word for tree snake, but that's the name in English. I wanted to get the birds on the camera, but the way they were flitting around in the bushes, I would never have been able to focus on them. Highly venomous snake, the boomslang, but it's a very slow acting venom, and they're also quite placid, so bites are very rare. Quite an impressive, aggressive display from this male bushbuck. Normally they do this to try and impress other bushbuck, but I don't know if there were any around or if he just had an excess of aggressive energy that he needed to work off. Bushbuck are easily habituated to humans. You often see them around rest camps and lodges, but the males are very dangerous. Those relatively short, straight horns that extremely sharp, and they are quite aggressive, so if you ever do see what seems like a tame male bushbuck, don't go close to it. This giraffe was very cautious. It stood off in the background for a long time before coming to drink, and then it had a few little fake drinks where it would drop its head for a bit and then suddenly pick it up just to see if there were any predators around before eventually it settled in. Despite the hot weather, we've had not that many animals coming to drink at the waterhole. We've had no civets at all, so I don't know if the two youngsters have moved off. And then on Sunday evening it started to rain, and we've had a few days of rain, so we've had very few animals since. The one animal we did have after the rain was this young lion, which was something of a surprise. There was another lion in the background that walked past, but only this young male came to drink. Those of you who have been watching for a long time, you might remember in January 2 years ago, we had 8 lion cubs here, 4 tiny ones and then 4 slightly bigger ones, and this male is one of those 8. Now there were 6 males out of the 8, and they seem to have split up for now, which I think might have something to do with the new males that have moved in. It's been a bit disruptive for the lions. And lion number 2 in the background on the left hand side walking past. We had another 27 millimeters of rain over several days, which was quite handy because the bush was starting to dry out again. And the toads have been enjoying the wetter conditions. There's two males having a little argument. Thanks for watching.